Uh, Welcome to the press conference from COCOMI. Uh, Following to the expiry of the 48 hours deadline with the general strike set for the governor of Manipur to tender an apology for the outrageous restrictions on the use of the name Manipur on MST buses en route to Ukhrul for the Shirui Festival on 20th May 2025. The people of Manipur now enters to a very decisive phase of statewide mass agitations. The refusal of the governor and the president rules administrators, particularly the DGP, chief secretary, and the security advisor of the states, to acknowledge and apologize for the deep insult to the state's identity, confirms their disconnect from the ground reality and their disdain from the sentiments of the people. Therefore, in declaration of, in relation to this attitude towards the people of Manipur, the Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, on behalf of the people of Manipur, declare some of the key agitations which will be immediately started from tomorrow. First point of our agitation will be the public of the state will now boycott the governor of Manipur from immediate effect. The people of Manipur will not participate, not cooperate with the governor in any form of social functions, cultural functions, and any other local functions will be barred from inviting him as the chief guest of the state. We will not take part in any of his functions. Secondly, the statewide public mobilizations and mass protests will begin from tomorrow. It will include the demand for an apology from the governor of Manipur and the resignation of the three top administrators, that is the security advisor, chief secretary, and the DGP of the state. And the people of the state will march towards the gate of the Raj Bhavan to raise this slogan to demand an apology from the governor of the state. And these mass agitations will be followed by rallies, torch processions, sit-in protests, and public meetings. There will discuss and strengthen our demand for an apology from the governor of Manipur and the resignation of the three top administrators. The people of Manipur shall also cease to cooperate with all the institutions, administrations related with the central government. Of course, we will exempt those sectors that comes in the line of education, sports, health, banking, and postal services and essential services. Other than this, all other remaining central government institutions shall be boycotted by the people of Manipur from tomorrow itself. And the people of Manipur will also held processions and protests in every district of the states, marching towards the district administrators and submit memorandums demanding an apology from the governor and the demanding for the resignation of the incompetent top administrators of the states, that is chief secretary, security advisor, and the DGP. And people has also now decided to reject the administrative inquiry committee constituted by the chief secretary under the guidance of the governor of Manipur, in the name of the governor of Manipur, because that administrative inquiry committee is nothing but an eyewash to divert the attention of the people, which will not bring out any reasonable solution, reasonable result from that inquiry, because the list of the accused or list of the alleged people includes the chief secretary himself, the DGP himself, the chief security advisor himself, and the chief secretary cannot constitute an inquiry committee headed by subordinate officers under his command. Either they should be suspended, they should be on leave, or they should be out of the office. Then only certain inquiry committee will come into effect. Otherwise, it remains useless. Therefore, we demand for an independent inquiry committee headed by a retired judge of session or a high court. So these are the demands, and we also seek an immediate explanation, detailed explanation of the Gwaltabi incidents, how the Maha Regiment of the Indian Army got this idea or these instructions to check and delete the name of the state from the state buses organized by the state departments and carrying bunch of state journalists, renowned state journalists. So this incident cannot be simply ruled out or simply avoided or simply compromised. It is completely against the interest of the people. However, all this movement will be in democratic and non-violent manner. This movement is not a protest against peace. It is a protest against the surrender of governance to narco-terrorist threats, to terror threats openly issued by KSO presidents of Delhi, NCR, and several other village volunteers, armed village volunteers, at the behest of traveling to attend Shirui Festival in Ukhrul. Therefore, the alienation of the people, Manipur peoples, and the erasure of our identity under the guise of president rules governance. Therefore, we stand firm that Manipur is not a negotiable term. It is our name, our soul, our heritage, and we shall defend it. Therefore, our agitations will continue until and unless our demands are met. Thank you.